I've seen pictures of some of my donuts tagged online, and I'm like, what?
That's not my donut.
That's not what that is not. So I've actually stepped heavily back in the past few months. So
now it must be easy for in your industry versus any of ours to get attention online with the food porn, correct?
It is,
So are you big on Instagram and YouTube?
Instagram's changed so much. The algorithm just in the past 7 years since I started doing this has changed so much that I used to be able to post something up there and get 10,000 likes, and now it's like, because they changed the algorithm so much, it's not so much as reliant on social media as it had been, but it is. I do occasional shock and awe donuts. So we actually have coming up is our food coma donut for Thanksgiving, and we do this one every year, and it's such a pain for me to make, but it was fine when I had 2 stores. Even 3 stores, it was fine. But I do not know how I'm going to pull it off this year with 6 stores. The 7th won't. We should be open in Ellington just after Thanksgiving. And we're hoping for a Black Friday open, but it's not. We've got a few things up in the air still. But before we announce it,
we want to overpromise.
Yeah, no, my philosophy is to underpromise and overdeliver.
Absolutely.
So you touched on you making them. Obviously, you're not making them for all 6 stores. How do you get around that issue and having the talent and people who care as much as you do?
It's hard.
Getting these products exactly right.
Yeah, it's very hard to find somebody who cares as much as you do. Like that's always a constant struggle. Yeah. So I build a hub and spoke model. So we have our main commissary in Bradenton, and I'm super proud of that because I designed that 2,000, 3,000 square foot kitchen, and I put a big fishbowl window in it because I was tired of employees who didn't like to keep the kitchen clean. So now they're the ones who have to stand there when everybody's looking at them. So I learned that from my professional kitchen days that had fishbowl kitchens. So I put a fishbowl kitchen into Bradenton, and I love that space like that. I'm so proud of that.
So that supplies all the shops.
Yeah. So we do our frying there, and then we send out to the stores. Half of them are ready to sell, which means they're glazed and ready to go, and the other half are blank donuts. So those sprinkles and all the toppings are done in the stores. Okay. So in the stores, they need a decorator in each store. We don't decorate and send them out. They're decorated in each location with the ingredients and with a decorator in each location. So we just have to make sure that fry shift shows up to do production. The driver shows up to deliver. It's a lot of moving parts. It's just a lot of moving parts.
The driver's hung over. The donuts don't get to the shop to get decorated.
Yeah, Jane's older. She don't do that. She likes her 90-day.
I'm getting stressed out just thinking about it. To be honest,
it's a lot. It's a lot for the management I have. It's a lot. So when I say I do it, I go in and do. When I say I make the donuts, I do the weekend specials. So those crazy LTOs, that's me. The menu, that's me. Like
LTO, what's that?
Limited time offerings. Okay. So like we did our mummies and stuff like that. I've had to scale it back and simplify it since we have so many stores now because we have some finishers that are more skilled than others. So we don't do as many custom stuff like we used to.
Have you launched any stores that have not made it?
I've got a couple that are struggling. Okay. So we're looking at, maybe folding a few. We're just right now I'm doing a full discovery on what's working and not working. Mm-hmm. So I've got some that are underperforming solely because of the staff that's in that store. So we're working on making those changes as well. Sorry, guys.
Put you guys on notice.
Maybe they'll see the episode and step it up.
Yeah, get your frosting cream decorating on point.
I love the people who work for me. I have an awesome staff, and like I wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for my customers, if it wasn't for my staff.
How many employees now?
We were up to 55.
Okay.
No, 50. 50. We're up to 50, and now we've dropped it back down. We scaled it back down. We got rid of. Sorry, guys. A bunch of teenagers. I used to be really into the.
They don't care. If they're a bunch of teenagers, they don't care.
The damn jewels. They can't decorate with one hand.
You probably see them. They'll probably be over.
I know what you're talking about.
They'll probably be over in the call center selling insurance.
I kept finding these little cartridges things. And I was
what were those things?
Is this a flash? Is this a light to somebody's car? Is this a flash drive? What is this thing?
In the cubicles, they all have this little USB charger, and it sticks up on their cubicle, and I'm like, what is this? Like, you put a camera on it or something? It's like, oh no, it's my charger for my vape. I'm like, oh, okay.
I had no idea. I would find those things and I'm like, what is this? I know.
Somebody doing drugs in my store.
It's a hard no.